I am Chandrakant K. Bhange, Assistant Professor of ENTC Department in AISSMS IOIT. Standard Ethernet. Standard Ethernet, the original Ethernet was created in 1976 at Xerox Palo Alto Research Center. Since then, it has gone through the various types of the generations. Ethernet protocol was designed so that it could evolve with the demand for the higher transmission rate. It is a natural that an organization that has used an Ethernet LAN in the past and now need a higher data rate would update to the new generation instead of switching to another technology. The Ethernet LAN was developed in the 1970s by the Robert Metcalfe and David Box. Since then, it has gone through 4 generations: Standard Ethernet 10 Mbps, Fast Ethernet 100 Mbps, Gigabit Ethernet 1 gigabit per second, and 10 gigabit Ethernet. So see, this is the evolution: Standard Ethernet, Fast Ethernet, Gigabit Ethernet, and 10 gigabit Ethernet. Categories of Standard Ethernet. Standard Ethernet again divided into 4 subtypes. That is the 10 base 5, 10 base 2, 10 base T, and 10 base F. The Standard Ethernet defines several implementations, but only 4 of them became popular during the 1980s. So see in the diagram. So in the nomenclature of 10 base 5, that means the speed is 10 Mbps. Base means the baseband signal, and 5 means the signal carrying capacity. It carries the signal up to 500 meters. Next is the 10 base 2. 10 base 2 means the nomenclature of this. The base means the baseband signal, and 10 means 10 Mbps is the speed. 2 means it carries the signal up to 200 meters. Encoding system used in this is the Manchester encoder is used in these 4 Standard Ethernets. 10 base T means T is used for the twisted pair cables. 10 means 10 Mbps speed. Base means baseband signal, and T is used for the twisted pair cable. It is here they use the 2 UTP cables. UTP means unshielded twisted pair cables. And last one is the 10 base F. 10 base F means 10 is the 10 Mbps, base means baseband signal, and F means fiber optic cables. It carries the signal up to 2000 meters. So in all this Standard Ethernet, they use the Manchester encoders and decoders. So see the encoding standard in Ethernets. See in the diagram. It has shown the Manchester encoders and decoder systems. All standard implementation use the digital signaling, that is the baseband, at 10 Mbps. At the sender, the data are converted to a digital signal using the Manchester encoders scheme. At the receiver signal is interpreted as the Manchester and decoded into the data. So Manchester encoder encoding is the self-synchronous, providing a transmission at the each bit interval. Ten base 5. The first implementation is called as the 10 base 5 thick Ethernet or thickest. The nickname derives from the size of the cable, which is roughly the size of the garden hose and too steep to bend with your hand. 10 base 5 was the first Ethernet specification to use a bus topology with the external transceivers connected via a tap to a thick coaxial cable as shown in the diagram. The transceiver is responsible for transmitting, receiving and detecting collisions. The transceiver is connected to the stations via transceiver cable that provide the separate path for sending and receiving. This means that the collisions can only happen in the coaxial cable. The maximum length of the coaxial cable must not exceed 500 meter. Otherwise, there is excessive degradations of the signals. If the length of more than 500 meters is needed, up to 5 segments, each of maximum of 500 meters can be connected using the repeaters. We can add the repeaters. Next type is the 10 base 2 implementation. The second implementation is called as the 10 base 2 thin Ethernet or the chipper net. 10 base 2 is also used a bus topology, but the cable is much thinner and more flexible. This cable can be used to pass very close to stations. So in this case, the transceiver is normally a part of the network interface card, that is the NIC card, which is installed inside the stations. See in the diagram shows the schematic diagram of 10 base 2 implementation. The collision here occurs in the thin coaxial cable. This implementation is more cost effective than 10 base 5 because thin coaxial cable is less expensive than the thick coaxial cable, and T connections are much cheaper than the tap connection. Installation is simpler because the thin coaxial cable is very flexible. However, the length of each segment cannot exceed 185 meters due to the high level of attenuations in this coaxial cable. Next one is the 10 base T. It is a twisted pair Ethernet cable. The third implementation is called as the 10 base 2 or twisted pair Ethernet. 10 base T is use a physical star topology. The stations are connected to a hub via two pairs of the twisted pair cable as shown in the diagram. Two pairs of the twisted pair cable creates two paths between the stations and the hub. Any collision here happen in the hub cable. As far as the collision is concerned, the maximum length of the twisted pair cable here is defined as the 100 meters to minimize the effect attenuations in the twisted pair cable. Next one is the 10 base F. So there are the several types of the optical fiber cable. 10 Mbps Ethernet, the most common, is called as the 10 base F. 10 base F uses the star topology to connect stations to a hub. The stations are connected to the hub using the fiber optic cable as shown in the diagram. Next, we will see the standard Ethernet implementations. So see the characteristics media. Here the media is used as for 10 base 5. The media is used as the thick coaxial cable, 10 base 2 thin coaxial cable, 10 base T 2 UTP cables, 10 base F 2 fiber optic cable. Next one is the maximum length. Maximum length of 10 base 5 is 500 meters, 10 base 2 is 185 meters, 10 base T is 100 meters, and 10 base F is 2000 meters. Line encoding, so all four they use the Manchester line encoders and decoders. So next type of the Ethernet is the fast Ethernet